Hello, and welcome back, everybody. We are jumping into phase two of painting gold on our helmet, and I just wanted to make a quick distinction that the brush that I used the first time to get to the crest of the plume here is a round pointed tip, and the brush that I'll be using for the faceplate essentially is more of a square blunt tip brush. So we're going to get right into that. And the reason for different brushes is just to make life easier. So this brush covers more surface area and holds more paint. And I'm just going to go across and through. And as I'm painting this, I can see it. I don't necessarily know that it's showing up on camera, but the amount of paint that I'm putting on, again, you know me, I'm going to repeat myself, thin layers. It's going to create the desired effect that you want. So here I'm dipping in, going through, and I can see that my base layer is still peeking through, and that's perfectly fine. In all honesty and transparency, I did know that going in. I'm like, it takes multiple layers, and for me, that is a good thing because it just heightens and intensifies the robustness of the paint. So you've heard me sing the praises of this Vallejo gold, and I will continue to do so. This is my definitive gold. It behaves and responds absolutely perfectly under every circumstance and situation that I want it to and throw at it for what I consider to be a pure gold. Now, do I have other golds in my repertoire? Yes. Yes, I do. But they are designed and function much differently. This Vallejo gold is, in my mind, and every artist, every painter, every person, whether you don't even have to be an artist or a painter, but in your mind, you have an idea of like what gold is. It's a precious metal. Historically, there's been lots to do about gold. So we've formulated in our minds what gold is, what it looks like, and how much it shines, how bright it is, and sometimes, in most cases, even what it's associated with, which is power, authority, wealth, royalty. So, and I'm just going back through with a really super thin layer over top of that piece because I just wanted to make sure that this beveled edge, it's not beveled, this edge that I'm painting, I'm just tying everything together. And around the edges here, I will attempt to use this brush, but this is not the most ideal brush to use. I'd want to actually go back to that round brush that I held up for comparison that I used to paint the crest there. And in fact, I will, because getting into these edges and these lines here is just a little bit beyond the capacity of what this brush is. But this brush does perfectly well at hitting this faceplate, which has a lot of surface area that I want to cover. So it's a good thing to have multiple brushes and to know what those brushes are for. So I will pick up and cover all of that, cover all of the areas that I said I would with the round brush, and then when we come back, I believe that we will get into this interior detail here because there is a really beautiful sculpt that Paul captured when he printed this piece, and you can actually see the eyes inside that face guard, which is really quite magnificent, and just like all of these little fine hairs here in the plume again, just I'm thrilled to have this piece. So painting it up, I want to make it the best I can, and I'm glad to have you on this journey, and I'm hoping that you're experiencing the same level of success. See you in the next.